Okay, so we finished our workout. Legs. I hate leg workouts. I don't know how you guys are feeling, but could you feel it?
Nope.
You couldn't feel
I
it?
couldn't feel it.
It's more like a numb.
Okay, so your legs are numb, but during the workout, you could feel it, right? You could feel the... I don't know what it is about lunges, but lunges always kill me. I think they kill most people, and we did a lot of them. Now we're sitting, again, we are not sponsored by Max. We're going to get some coffee eventually, but we still appreciate Max Coffee for... Well, they don't give us coffee, but they do allow us to sit in their place, so I think that's a good thing. Let's talk a little bit. You can catch us up as to what you guys have been doing this last year.
For the last 1 year, I've been working at SPH. It's a big transition for me because before I've been working for UPH for 10 years, and then the last 1 year I moved to SPH, becoming a PE teacher. I teach junior school level students from kindy, grade 1, grade 3. Yeah, it's a new role for me because the last 10 years I've been working with adults, teenagers, but this year I have to shift my role to be a PE teacher for junior school level.
What's been the biggest challenge for you going from that role at UPH to this new role?
Just by moving from UPH to SPH, it's already a big challenge for me because I have to leave my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Knowing the fact that I have a new role, working with little kids, of course it is challenging for me because fortunately I love children, so
That's good.
even though it's challenging, but once I see their face, yeah, I just love them. I just love children.
But you know, Fajar, when you start working with young children like that, it's preparing you to be a wife and a mother. Yeah, God does that. You know, he's sneaky like that. Yeah, so don't be surprised.
So I just graduated from UPH last year at August, I guess,
June, August, or September.
The UDCUM is at this September.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's September. So from that, I've been struggling to finding a job because it's not easy for me. But I still apply, do my best to apply. But there's still no answer yet. Besides that, I'm practicing with PON DKI Jakarta. So that's why I'm at Jakarta.
Well, I think if you think about it, your graduation, and the reason you don't even know what the date was, because COVID-19, every month is the same. And because of that, that's a huge challenge. So you guys who've just graduated, man, what a weird time to graduate and get out into the workforce. Something that we've never had to deal with. Something that we didn't have to do when we were your age is deal with that while at the same time trying to get a job. Yeah, so that's incredible. So you're playing for Jakarta province.
Province, yeah.
Getting ready for what?
For Pekan Olahraga Nasional.
And you were selected from how many girls?
Currently is still 14, I guess. Yeah, 14.
The team will be 12.
Yeah. No, 11.
11. Why 11?
Because the policy from
The policy from the committee. Well,
the woman is just for 11
Does that
people.
make any sense? During COVID, you might have a few people drop out because of testing, but they're giving you a smaller team. You make no sense. I don't know who came up with that, but you would think you'd have more players in case a few drop out from COVID testing. I would think that would make sense. That's what the NFL, the MLB, NBA, everybody's extended their their team. So when will you find out if you're on the team or not?
I think my coach once said that it's probably 1 month before or 2 months before.
And when is the event?
October.
So you might practice for 6 months and then not make the team?
I hope.
It could be, right?
Yeah, it could be.
And in the meantime, you practice how many hours a day?
day, 3 hours a day.
3 hours a day, but you feel good about the effort you put in.
Yes, coach, of course.
I have a big confidence on her.
Yeah, well, we should have confidence. I mean, she spent her 4 years here. We watched her grow up, right? But one of the things I know is giving your best. I mean, I don't know, when you guys watch the exercise, she's the only one smiling. I wasn't smiling. You weren't smiling. She was smiling. But still giving your best. Well, that's a great attitude. Smung it. Yeah. What do you miss, if anything, about the team? I mean, your whole college career kind of ended weird with a nothingness. But what do you miss most about the team, about Coach Fajar, about the experience?
I miss the girls. I miss them so much, coach.
So just the connection with the
Yeah.
team. So I think as we worked to develop Fajar into being the head coach, one of the things I felt strongly about her is the fact that she was going to bring those relationships. Daniel's a great guy, but Daniel's a guy. And so Daniel could only build so much relationship. Daniel helped develop the program, but to take it to the next level with the tight friendships and connection, I think that had to have been a woman, and Fajar was the woman. She was the one.
Yes.
Do you recognize the difference between being coached by a
Female,
a woman,
yes.
yeah, female versus a male?
Yes.
Tell me what the difference is.
I think it's like Coach Fajar know us better than any other male coach.
Yeah.
Because she is a female and she used to be a player. She not just know about the practicing stuff, but she also like know our feelings, like
Yeah.
the mood for the practice and something like that.
Yeah, I think that's really important. But the fact of the matter is, to develop young female coaches across this country who will then move in and take leadership roles, I think would do Indonesia a lot of good. And I think that's one of the things I'm really proud of Fajar, is taking that role, taking that responsibility. It wasn't easy, but you did it, and it has paid off. And it's not only just paid off for you, it's paid off for the girls which you coach. Let's say Chika wants to go into coaching. What would be the advice you would give to her as an assistant coach, learning the game, transitioning to a head coach? What would be some advice?
Never stop learning. Of course, learning the game, even though it's just developing players game. I mean, like a high school game, junior school game, under 12 age games. Those games are valuable. There's always a good lesson for you to take to enrich your knowledge to be a good coach.
Because actually you have coached high school, UPA College, the academy, so you coached younger kids. So you had all those experiences. I would agree with that. I think I would add one more thing. You had the advantage. You had the advantage of being in a program. It was a good quality program. You had the advantage of being a part of UPH, the team, the program, the sport department, the constant challenge to grow and change and develop. You got to be an assistant coach under Daniel, who was a good head coach, who taught you a lot, and you could see the good side and the bad side. You could see the things he did well and the things he could have done differently. And you did that for 5 years?
More than 5 years.
More than 5 years. So getting to be a part of the sport department, I mean, the only sport department of its kind in this country. It's kind of an advantage.
Yes.
So maybe I would add, say, Chika, you want to be a head coach someday, you have to get involved in an institution that will help you grow. You have to be with people that will challenge you to be your best. You have to be around people that will lift you up and give you a chance.
Thank God I got the opportunity to learn from the best.
Well, no, I'm just saying, I mean, the whole thing, the whole program, because it takes a whole group of people to do that. What other university has a full program like this that has spent 10 years helping you develop to be the head coach for her? It's like all the good soil under the tree. But without all the good soil, the tree don't grow.
I've been here to be the part of this program since 2005. I still remember back then when we were competing in this Liga Mahasiswa thing. I still remember how hard was it to compete in the league where the sponsor itself is tobacco. I still remember I played against players, the national players who have been playing in that league for 5 or 7 years. They are much older than us. It was impossible for UPH to compete. If only we did what they did, like recruiting any good players around the world, just give them a student card, hey, come on, play with us. Oh, we could do that. We had money back then to pay players, but we didn't do that.
No.
We never done that.
No.
That's why when we won the championship, it was like, wow, finally we can send our value to out there.
Actually, Fajar was our very first women's scholarship player. She came from Raganan, and she came to the tryout, and I still remember I the one who gave the tryout to you. The standard, which I told you in 2005, has not changed to 2021. Am I right?
Yes.
So the standard has stayed the same, and the vision has been the same. Athletic perfection, process-oriented, eternal perspective. The consistency of developing our players who are student athletes. The graduation rate, you're an example. What other program in this country can boast of that? Now, we've had different women's coaches, but I have set the standard as to how they should behave, right? Consistent. Keep growing, but consistent vision. We saw you in Manado at a coaching clinic, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you were grade 12?
Yep.
Okay. I was there with Daniel.
No. Kak Cesar and Coach Andrew.
Okay, so Caesar, Andrew, and I went to Manado together. I remember that coaching clinic. It was, I think, the second or third time I'd been to Manado. Do you remember that coaching clinic?
Yes.
2015, right?
Yeah. Well, I remember that you told us like the little things. It's not about the game. Like it's also the little things is important. So like we do the basic back then. Like the slide. You must know how to slide right, and like every little things matter.
That's interesting because today during the workout, it's the little things, right? The direction of your foot. I mean, all the little things make things a little more difficult, but also make you that much better. It's the putting your mind on the right things, and the small things in life really do matter. Well, I remember that coaching clinic. It was hard work. I remember the shock. I think there was like 250 students. It was a big coaching clinic. The shock on the students' faces because of the intensity that UPH showed up with. But also, I thought the kids from Manado responded extremely well. I remember you because the coaches, everybody was telling me about Chika. Oh, Chika's really good. Chika can play. Chika this and Chika that. And so we all went there with Chika on the brain. We're like, okay, who's Chika? We got to find Chika. But I'm so glad that you decided to join UPH. Now, I don't know if that helped you decide to join UPH, or was it something else?
Actually, I planned to go to UPH before that coaching clinic because there's